Ladies and gentlemen, at the outset of the show, we spoke about how much of the inspiration, much of the motivation in presenting a show to you, connecting the past to present and connecting east to west, was driven by this increasing simultaneous diversity of worlds that we live in, a fusion of east and west coexisting simultaneously. For me, one of the great benefits of that is the breadth of exposure, the diversity that surrounds the world that we live in as a result of that exposure to language, exposure to religion, food, music, art, and so many more things, all within an immediate proximity to us. Having said that, though, one of the things that I do believe that extends from that is not just a broader exposure, but also linked to that, a broader mindset, and therefore at the same time a broader appreciation. But I choose the term broader, not broad, because I think at times all of us fall into a habit of returning back to traditional ways of thinking, perhaps being trapped in thinking of the past, where we ask the question why instead of why not, where we make the statement that is not how it should be done, when perhaps a more circumspect approach is required. Which comes to the next artist that we invite to the stage and why I believe he represents such a positive story. The next artist to join us on stage is an outstanding piano player. Classically trained, who cites Mozart, Beethoven amongst some of his favourite composers, regularly performs where he lives, and in his spare time plays the cello. As I mentioned all of this, the truth is that we probably, for some of us, start to form the opinion of someone from the West, or at least from the more developed world. But instead, the next artist that joins us on stage is born, raised, trained, performs, and continues to live in New Delhi, in India. To me, he is the epitome of all that is good in globalization. That being not being limited to opportunities, or not being limited in opportunities by the traditions of the past, but rather in an increasingly boundaryless world, more so driven by aspiration for the future. It is with that we are delighted that he is joining us tonight, specifically here for tonight's performance, specifically here for tonight's cause. Ladies and gentlemen, our international guest for this evening, and I would ask you to give him a very warm Singapore round of applause for Mr. Biraj Taneja.